All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Love. And his first look is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot. Right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And fights through one man. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over.
Go now. 10 Lobo. I'm here all day. Check.
Off play action. Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down and give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
X3, 218, chop.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready? 6-6, pull it high.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Come on, set, 50, plant, Leo. Hurry. Get it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 81 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're numbered.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
I got you, boy.
So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Forced out to his left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Love. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Back to throw. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 48-yard line.
On On the ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now he's flooded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Now Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, Love. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it. I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
He wants it all for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 52 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
To throw on second down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, here's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Mike 56, Mike 56. No going on this defense, no go. Check 52. 80 weapons.
This is Cohen. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And it's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
14. 1st down, Bears.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 55. Ready? Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Cohen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 4th down, Love. And a throw right sideline is complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Hunt on the draw play. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 70
He's back to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Chicago...